Yo, what's good, my peoples? What's up? We meet again. I'm shooting one of these videos, man. Today I'll have the law of self-sabotage on my mind, right? So, what is the law of self-sabotage? First of all, just the word sabotage means that you're intentionally destroying something or ruining something or harming something. Man, this helicopter is making noise. So, the law of self-sabotage states that when you have something to do, we as human beings are inclined to find something that we do that sabotages what we want to do, right? You want to write a book, for example, like myself. I'll just give you an example. Been writing my book now for a while, and I mean a while, right? And what have been some of my challenges? The fact that I've been sabotaging myself. I've just been keeping myself too busy with other things, as though my book was not the most important thing in my life. And I've just been procrastinating. That's another way of sabotaging yourselves. I've just been entertaining other things, and making them much more important. And I've not been following through with my book. And so what I've realized is that I am somehow unconsciously or consciously, because sometimes we do it even though we are aware, I am consciously or unconsciously sabotaging myself, which means that I am getting in my own way of my goals. But why do we do that? I mean, was writing the book important to me? Hell yeah, man. I must be honest with you. Writing the book is the most important thing to me. I've always wanted to be able to get the book out. But why have I not been taking action? Why have I gone for weeks or maybe months or at a time without writing? Why have I just kept myself busy with other things and not made my book much more important? Why have I not done that? Well, I'll be honest with you. Sabotage comes through in many ways, and maybe you can relate, I don't know, but maybe it can come up in a different way in your life. But sabotage for me came up in a sense of fear, because the underlying factor of self-sabotage really is fear. Why is it fear? I'll tell you why. Personally, writing the book has been very intimidating because I've never written a book, So obviously the first thing is I judge myself. Man, who's gonna read my book? Why am I even writing this book? Who do I think that I am, that I should write a book and all that stuff? So all these things kept coming up in my head about who do I think I am, or why do I believe that I should write a book, and who would even care to read my book, right? So it came through to me in that sort of format. And because I wasn't clear about why I was writing the book, then it became even more harder for myself to get into gear, to get myself to get up and write, or not delay or stop procrastinating. It became difficult for myself to do that, simply because the fear was creeping in and I hadn't clearly set it out in my mind why it was important for me to write the book. So it was only recently that I sat down with myself and figured out, why do you want to write this book? What are you trying to drive? What message are you trying to send out? And once that got clear, once I remembered exactly why I even started with the book, why I wanted to write the book in the first place, once I got that to be clear, it was easy for me in less than 2 months to write and finish the book like that, simply because the why had been clear. And once I was clear about why I was writing the book, I knew who I was writing it for, and therefore I knew who would be interested in reading the book. And once that was clear, I was no longer sabotaging myself. But sabotage comes across in many ways in our lives, and one of those ways is as it came through to me. But the underlying factor is fear. So what I'm trying to say to you clearly is this. If you know you're supposed to be taking care of something, if you know there's a project that you need to be working on, that something you need to be doing with your life, your goals, your dreams, I don't know. If there's anything that you know you need to be doing, but somehow you've been sabotaging yourself, I challenge you to go beneath what is on the surface and find the fear, because it's always fear. Find the fear. It comes through in many ways. And find the fear and ask yourself, why am I sabotaging myself? And what is the fear? What am I afraid of? What am I fearful of? Where is the complexity? Where am I having two thoughts? Where am I having the conflicting thought? And once you can find the confliction, you are able to then say, oh, I see. And if you're able to identify, like I did, what the confliction is, then you can be able to say, oh, but this is the reason why I always wanted to do this thing, or this is why I wanted to do this thing. And if you can clear that out, it becomes easier for you to proceed and work on your goal. So this is my message for the day, man. I hope it reaches out to somebody, really touch you. And you know, the older version of me now, hey, just a little bit more chilled and no longer talking hip-hop like I don't know. But yeah, the law of sabotage, it states that if you have something to do and it's really important to you, somehow you'll find a way to sabotage yourself. But the only way to proceed is to find the underlying factor, the fear coming across in many ways: procrastination, not taking care of business, not making the calls, not doing whatever you need, you know you're supposed to be doing. Once you are able to articulate it, once you're able to find where the fear is and delve right in the middle of it and find the cause of the fear, and then come up with a plan to say, but why am I fearful of this thing? And then overcome the fear, you'll be able to finish whatever project you start, like I finished my book. So yeah, man, I hope this really gets your engine going on in your thoughts and trigger something in your mind, and you're able to work on your goals, baby. So yeah, cheers, I'll catch you in the next video.